Where the hell does the time go? Somehow we're already in July of this year known as 2018 and it's all vanishing quicker than a Zack Ryder push. Bit unfair to Zack Ryder, but you know, it happens all the time. Sometimes they're pushing Zack Ryder in WWE, then they change their mind, he's not being pushed anymore. He won the damn IC title at WrestleMania a few years ago, and then poof, we've done nothing ever since. Anyway, that has nothing to do with this video, because you are watching What Culture. My name is Simon Miller, and this is Ups and Downs for SmackDown, where if you don't know, and you probably do, we go through the television show known as SmackDown, and if something is good and makes me cheer, I give it up, and if something is rubbish and I think it sucks, it gets a down. Let's get on with it. Let's up the downs. What a crazy start to SmackDown. On the one hand, WWE just took the fourth wall and completely blew it up. But on the other, this one, I absolutely loved it. It was all to do with Hell No and them celebrating getting back together. But, as a lot of fans had rightly pointed out, the last time Kane and Daniel Bryan were in a ring together, they weren't really on the best terms, and can you believe it, they actually addressed that here. And it was campy, sure, but I liked it. For example, Kane did actually try to kidnap Brie Bella, who is Daniel Bryan's wife, if you don't know. Then the Big Red Machine also tried to end Daniel Bryan's career. Really, within the storyline, given that Daniel Bryan had to retire, he kind of did. So yeah, it makes no sense when you think about it from a storyline perspective, but it was entertaining and I'm glad they addressed it. It made me feel respected as a member of the WWE universe. That brought the Usos out, who said that Team Hell No don't really deserve a title shot, and they are correct, because all Team Hell No did was get back together. Why all of a sudden does that mean they get to fight for the gold? Once again, Bryan and Kane started arguing with each other, and Kane was like, "Nah, we don't want to fight you," and Daniel Bryan's like, "Oh no, we do want to fight you," but it didn't matter, because eventually Paige came out, and don't forget she's the GM on SmackDown. She said, "Look, enough of this nonsense. The Usos versus Team Hell No, and if you win, Usos, we will put you in the tag team title match at Extreme Rules, where the Bludgeon Brothers are involved as well." And I thought, you know what a lovely start to the SmackDown. And the Jeff Hardy US title open challenge was a bit strange because it was The Miz, and The Miz just lost. You know what, it ticked all the boxes, so it gets an up. I just don't get why it happened so easily. I mean, Jeff Hardy hit the Swanton Bomb, 1, 2, 3, that was it. The Miz was out of there. I would guess it's because WWE is scrambling a little bit, because you've got to imagine this was supposed to tie into the feud between Jeff Hardy and Shinsuke Nakamura, but then Shinsuke Nakamura got bit by a dog, and he ain't going to be back for a few weeks. But it was a good back and forth for as long as it lasted. Jeff Hardy did win with the Swanton Bomb. I ain't gonna get mad at that. I ain't gonna get mad at things I don't need to get mad about, because then I'll just have a heart attack and die. I don't want to die. Not just yet. Should also give an up for the two backstage segments featuring James Ellsworth and Asuka. Don't get me wrong, it was nonsense, but I like nonsense. Up. She basically said that she is ready to whip his ass, and he said that no woman is ready for Asuka, you know, tying into her catchphrase, but he's a man, and men are the better of the two sexes. Now, if anybody else had tried to say this, it would have been abysmal, but given who James Ellsworth is, and given what his character does, he kind of pulled it off. What a damn heel. And then what happened next made me go, why? Because of course it did, that's what I do, I ask why, you know the deal. But yeah, the New Day came out to host the first ever annual, pancake eating contest on the 3rd of July. It was called something like that. It was nuts, and you thought, okay, cool, we're gonna get an enjoyable New Day segment, but then Sanity came out and they whipped all the New Day's asses, getting an up. The why part comes into play, because why didn't we just do that last week? Instead, 7 days ago, we just saw Sanity got pinned, whereas now, in the future, they look like a badass dominant team, and that's what they need to be right now, because they've only just debuted on SmackDown. However, even though I saw this, I still know, okay, well in this environment, when you jump somebody from behind, yeah, you do good, but I know you lose in matches, because I saw it with my own face. So that's still a down. I don't want to give it a down, but it is a down because we could have booked this a lot better, but let's see where it goes. I'm willing to give it the benefit of doubt and see where we get to in a few weeks. Also, I realize everything I just said is proper wrestling nerd, but I'm a proper wrestling nerd. Of course I am. Asuka versus Ellsworth itself, though, down. Now, this should have just been Asuka kicking the crap out of James Ellsworth from start to finish, and it kind of was that. She got a few strikes in and she did the whole aeroplane spin, but then he legged it, she chased him, and they both got counted out. Say what? Carmella got some licks in as well, but really, she should have just beaten the hell out of James Ellsworth, because it's James Ellsworth. That's his whole role. Didn't help her, didn't help him, not like he'd been protected or anything. And really, we could have kept this a lot simpler. James Ellsworth challenged Asuka, she beats him 1, 2, 3, goes on to her rematch with Carmella. That is nice and simple, people. Also, why does she want to be the Empress of Tomorrow? Surely she wants to be the Empress of Today, Otherwise, she's never gonna become the Empress. Whatever. Then we had a backstage segment between Team Hell No, and I don't even care, man. I don't even care. I love these two. Up. After Bryan demanded Kane apologize to him, the Big Red Machine skittered around the issue and said, "Look, Daniel, I see you like my own brother." To which Bryan responded, "I hope not. You set your own brother on fire." It's really funny. I like the delivery of that. Kane eventually apologized and they promised they're going to beat the Usos and go on to win the tag team titles. Yeah. And up for AJ Styles versus Aiden English as well, because it involves Rusev, and Rusev's push, or at least, vacation in the main event scene probably isn't going to last long after Extreme Rules, so everything he does until then is getting an up. It was exactly what you'd expect. However, Rusev did get a great line in where he said he's going to move in to the house that AJ Styles built at the pay-per-view, and he's going to do so on Rusev Day. And then, of course, AJ Styles just beat Aiden English. However, Rusev jumped him afterwards, and he got the accolade on him as well. What a heel! Even though he's not really a heel and everybody loves him. And I would love to think that he's going to get his due at Extreme Rules. I don't want to be a Debbie Downer or a Negative Nancy, but I just don't think he's gonna. But hey, nobody said that life was fair, did they? No, they didn't. If they did, they're a damn liar. And what followed this was us finding out that on next week's episode of SmackDown, we're getting Ellsworth versus Asuka 2, and it's going to be a lumberjack match, or a lumberjill match, whatever they call it these days. I don't want to see that. Damn. Becky Lynch then defeated Peyton, Royce, and of course Billie Kay from the Iconics. She kept trying to distract Becky, but she failed, and at one point I was like, I think I've gone back in time. However, I like Becky Lynch, so she's getting an up. Then Nakamura versus Hardy was confirmed for Extreme Rules, and that is getting an up for two reasons. One, it means Nakamura is going to be healed from the dog bite that we mentioned earlier, and two, he better win that damn US title. His heel character needs a belt to justify all of it. I'm going to be watching WWE with a watchful eye. Watching with a watchful eye. That's a terrible sentence. I've said it, could edit it out, not going to, just gonna be really disappointed in myself. And then it was indeed our main event as Team Hell No took on the Usos for a chance at the Usos getting into that tag team title match at the pay-per-view. Getting it up. What I really enjoyed is the fact that Kane and Daniel Bryan won. WWE has done this whole stipulation of, we're going to put an extra team in the match maybe, and they always do it. Every time we say that's going to happen, 9 times out of 10, that team ends up in the match, but they didn't. The Usos lost, and now we're just going to get Team Hell No versus the Bludgeon Brothers for the SmackDown Tag Team titles, and because of that, you know what happened. Before the show went off air, Harper and Rowan came out, and they looked at Kane and Daniel Bryan like, yeah, you want to fight us? Well, we're ready. Team Hell No did indeed win after a running knee from Daniel Bryan, and Kane slapped on that chokeslam. And that's that. It's another episode of SmackDown, and once again, as I always say, that 2-hour running time, it's so sweet. It's so lovely. Nothing really happened on this show. I mean, nothing major, but I still thought I had a damn good time. I didn't think that. I did have a damn good time, again, because it starts and then pow, it's over. Please make Raw 2 hours. I know we're not going to, but please. Now, don't forget to leave a comment below and let us know what you thought about last night's SmackDown. Like, share, and subscribe. Head on over to whatculture.com. Read yourself some articles. Follow What Culture on Twitter at WhatCultureWWE, and then dance, because dancing will make you feel happier with life. My name is Simon from What Culture. Thank you for watching, and I'll be seeing you all very soon.